So our fifth principle is that the trade can make everyone better off. So think on countries level. So it's not like sports who win or lose. For example, Japan versus China. So if China is good in agriculture and Japan is good in high tech industries or in automobile industries or technology, then what happened? China will sell its agricultural stuff to Japan, and Japan sells its technology to China. In that case, people gain from their ability to trade with one another. What do you mean by the gain from their ability? For example, specialization. So Japan just focus on the technology, and China just focus on their agricultural products. In that case, China will produce more agriculture products, and Japanese are very good at technology, so they will trade their technology for the agricultural products, and China will trade their agricultural products with the technology. So in that case, both are in win-win situation. So as I said that when they trade, competition results in gains from the trading. And what do we mean by competition? If you are good at a technology, then you just work on improving your technology. It means you specialized in in technology, and then you can trade that technology for other tradings. Like I talk about Japan versus China. So you specialized in technology. I'm talking about the Japanese, and if Japan needs agricultural products, then it can trade its technology with the agricultural products. Okay, now we are moving towards our sixth principle, that is markets are usually a good way to organize economic activity. So what do we mean by markets? So markets in which people are interact with one another. So there are two types of market: centralized market and decentralized market, or market economy. So in centralized planning countries, government officials are in best position to determine the allocation of scarce resources in a way to promote economic well-being. So what does it mean? It means all the decisions that how this market will work, from you know what is the timetable and how much they produce goods and services, all are determined by some centralized authority or the government. So in contrast to the market economy or decentralized economy, in which economy that allocates resources through decentralized decisions, which means the firms and household, they can decide how much they want to buy, and the firms, they decide how much they want to produce. It means they don't need any kind of regulation from the government side. So household decides what to buy and who to work for, and the firm decide who to hire and what to produce. This is called decentralized market, or we call that market economy, without the intervention of government. So let's share some more light on free markets, which contains many buyers and sellers of numerous goods and services. So all of them are interested primarily in their own well-being. What does it mean by that? Seller want to get maximum price so that its profit can increase, and buyer want to pay less money so that it can get the maximum benefit or utility. So collectively organized economic activities and promoting overall well-being. What does it mean? It means that you are just working for your own well-being. You want to pay less. You don't see how are the circumstances of the seller, whether he is getting a loss or not. You just want to pay less money. And the other way around, that sellers, he don't want, and he's not interested in your personal life or your earning. He just want to get the money, and maximum money, as much as possible from you to get its own, you know, welfare or profit. So when everyone is doing this kind of stuff, overall economy is lifted up. So we call that concept invisible hand, and it is first observed by Adam Smith. He made the observation that households and firms interacting in markets acts as if guided by an invisible hand. So what does it mean? It means people are selfish. That looks very annoying or awful, but people are selfish. So sellers are also selfish, you know. Sellers are also people, right? Firms also run by the people and who want to work for profits. So what happens if people are selfish? Then everyone is working hard to get maximum money. So you sell your services to the organization and you want to get the maximum salary. Firms produce goods and sell to the people to get maximum profit. In that case, if we see the collective arrangement, then society is lifting up. People are producing more goods and services to the society, and people are getting more goods and services. Also, people are paying money, and money is circulated in all the country. In that way, the economy is lifted up. So let's read that one. That households and firms look at price when deciding what to buy and sell. They unknowingly take into account the social cost of their actions. As a result, price guide decision makers to reach outcomes that tend to maximize the welfare of the society as a whole. So what are the leading factors? Here is only price. So when you look at the price, oh, okay, I can afford it, and I'm paying the less money to get this product. You pay the money and you buy that product. So when the products are sold at that price, the firms, they get the maximum profit. When they get the maximum profit, then they hire more people, and when they hire more people, they pay salaries to the household, and they are again buying the products and services from the firms as well. So in that case, you are promoting the well-being or maximize the welfare of the society. So in order to make you further understand the concept of invisible hand, I have included a very nice short video. Let's watch that.
Ventures in economics. Number 1, the invisible hand. An economy is a tricky thing to control, and governments are always trying to figure out how to do it. Back in 1776, economist Adam Smith shocked everyone by saying that what governments should actually do is just leave people alone to buy and sell freely among themselves. He suggested that if they just leave self-interested traders to compete with one another, markets are guided to positive outcomes as if by an invisible hand. If someone charges less than you, customers will buy from them instead, so you have to lower the price or offer something better. Whenever enough people demand something, they will be supplied by the market, like spoilt children, only in this case everyone's happy. Later free marketeers, like Austrian economist Friedrich Hayek, argued that this hands-off approach actually works better than any kind of central plan. But the problem is economies can take a long time to reach their equilibrium and may even stall along the way. And in the meantime, people can get a little frustrated, which is why governments usually end up taking things into their own more visible hands instead.